Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Btekt. My name's David Wildman, and today I'll be going through a detailed look at some of the unique features of the HTC U12+, a flagship that's taken quite a bit of stick since its release, mainly because of its edge sense functions, which in my opinion are very hit and miss. Personally, I think that the HTC U12+ is an excellent phone, and despite its flaws, it's actually one of my favourites. But first, I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors Direct Mobiles. They have 23 years of award-winning customer service and have a great selection of phones at excellent prices. Check the description below and you'll find a link to their website where you can go and see the deals for yourself. Now, let's get on with the video. The HTC U12+ is a large and chunky device. It's aluminium frame construction fitted with Gorilla Glass on the front and the back. It has a 6.1 inch Super LCD 6 screen in the 18:9 aspect ratio. No notch here, one of the few this year. Instead, there is what I would say is acceptable bezeling on the top and the bottom. I like how those two front cameras look offset to the right side of the device. There's also a speaker grill and a small hole for the directional microphones that this phone has. Around the back is the excellent dual camera system with dual tone LED flash and a well positioned fingerprint scanner. There's also a few more tiny holes at the back here, more directional microphones for the sonic zoom camera audio system. There's an LED indicator here on the front too. This phone is running Android 8.0 and has HTC's Sense UI overlaid, which is pretty much the same as the U11 from last year. Bit of a shame, it would have been nice to see an evolution on last year, but it's not too bad as I really like the UI. A swipe to the right gets you to your personalized blinkfeed, an app that includes posts from your chosen social media as well as a normal newsfeed. It's nicely presented and eventually does start sending you news stories that you actually care about once it learns your reading habits. One slightly annoying thing with the UI is the permanently yet fairly redundant app button. Swiping up takes you to the app drawer anywhere on the screen, yet you can't hide the app button, so it's kind of there just wasting space on the screen, never getting used. I would have much preferred to be able to swap it out for another button. Although having said that, there is one instance where the app button becomes useful. Pinch the home screen of the U12+ and it takes you to the widget selection screen. Tap in the right hand corner and you'll get the option to choose which home screen you want to use as your main, including the blink feed. If you select your feed as the main home screen, it will slightly rearrange the feed and place the clock at the top of the page. Now the swipe up for the app drawer is disabled, as you can now scroll up and down through the blink feed. So in that instance, you kind of need an app button. If you like to keep well informed, or if you're always on social media, then you might like to do this. I appreciate things like this. Android phones can be quite samey, so I applaud any effort to improve over the Android user experience. Back to the widget screen. So pinch in on the home screen and you'll have the choice of placing widgets on your screen. Widgets are like little windows into your apps, showing you the essential information without you actually having to open the app. So things like the step counter for the health app, time and weather for the time and weather app, or even things like your last WhatsApp message or email. Long press on empty space on the home screen and another option page pops up. Here you have a number of different options. First is themes. You're well covered for themes with the U12+. You get a good selection of free themes from HTC and from other HTC users. In fact, I've not found any themes so far that are paid, which is great. But if you're the creative type, then you will love the comprehensive customization options for the themes. That allows you to add your own images and sound effects to your themes and publish your creations for others to download. The one I have here I've made just from taking pictures of some of the latest phones. I will publish it, so if you like it, you're welcome to download it. There is two different styles of themes to choose from as well. Classic layout uses the Android grid system, while Freestyle lets you place stickers of your apps anywhere on the screen without it snapping into place. Again, this changes up the Android experience, which I appreciate. Next on that menu screen is apps and widgets, which we've already covered. You then have edit page, which kind of explains itself. Just tap and you can add or remove home pages or set one as your main. If you're using a Freestyle theme, then instead of edit page, you will have show hide label settings. This just shows or hides the names of the apps on the home screen. Change navigation bar again adds more variety to the Android experience by allowing for up to 5 on-screen Android buttons. And a swipe on the navbar to the left reveals another panel with another 5 buttons. On mine, I have the button for notifications, screen off, take a screenshot, record screen, which for me is really useful, quick settings and one-handed mode. Last on this screen is the Sense UI home settings. Here you can turn on or off the notifications for the blink feed and various other HTC content and theme updates. Swipe down anywhere on the home screen and you get the notifications panel, which does kind of make the button in the navbar a little bit useless, but it's much better than having to reach all the way up to the top to swipe down, especially on such a big device. Tap on the settings cog for the main menu system. The HTC will give you a bunch of suggestions as to what you should go and set up first. HTC U-Sonic Active Noise Cancellation gives custom settings for the noise cancelling earphones which are supplied with the U12 Plus. Plug in your earphones and it will start by scanning your inner ear with a special noise. Give it a few seconds to process and then it will start playing you back some really cheesy music with a toggle switch so you could hear the difference that the profiling of your ears makes to the sound. Personally, I tried it a few times and I didn't notice any difference at all between the two profiles, not even a tiny bit, which I thought was really strange. Maybe you guys will have better luck. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below if you have this phone. The HTC Sense Companion app provides you with smart reminders and suggestions based on things like your calendar events, browsing data, and device location. EdgeSense for me still needs a little bit of refining. It's a good idea in theory, allowing physical gestures with the phone to control certain functions. Default settings are a short squeeze to launch the camera app, squeeze and hold to launch the Google Assistant, and double tap on the sides to enter one-handed mode. But these can be customized by tapping on them and selecting from the list of compatible apps. Also, there are options here for the holding gesture. Smart Rotate keeps the screen from rotating if you're holding it. So, for example, as you lie down, it won't rotate into landscape mode. And Smart Dim sounds like a bit of an oxymoron, but it actually stops the screen from dimming when you're holding it. So HTC are definitely making an effort to get rid of those little annoying things about smartphones, which again is something to be applauded. But I don't recommend using all of the EdgeSense functions. I have the double tap assigned as a back button, as well as the Smart Rotate and the Smart Dim, and that's it. And that works great for me. I'm not really going to go into why I don't really like the EdgeSense. I've already done a review of the HTC U12 Plus, so if you want to know why I don't really like it, click the tab at the top or watch my review of the U12 Plus after this. And that's it from me for now. I hope you enjoyed my little walkthrough of some of the unique features of the U12 Plus. If you like this phone, stick around because I'm going to be doing a full camera review of it very soon. I've been David Wildman and this is Btekt.